Hi everyone, this is Noel from ZyNerd. ZyNerd is India's best NEET counselling information portal with over 10 years of experience and over 1 million candidates served. We will be supporting NEET candidates from the start of the NEET registration to the end of the counselling through our Telegram group. To join the Telegram group, you can click the link in the description below. Now let's get started with the video. In this video, we are going to look at the Sikkim Manipal Institute of Medical Sciences. Let's get started with the institute information. The institute type is private. The affiliated university is Sikkim Manipal University. It's established in the year 1997. The start of MBBS course was in 2001 and the total number of MBBS seats in Sikkim Manipal University is 150 and number of beds is 690. And by the college ranking, India Today has released a college ranking in 2023 and according to that the number is 36. So it's ranked 36 in India. Let's get started with the eligibility criteria. So these are the basic eligibility criteria. We'll go through one by one. All the candidates must be 17 years of age or older as on January 31st, 2024. Candidates should have passed in physics, chemistry, biology or biotechnology and English individually. So all these 4 subjects candidates should have passed individually. And for general candidates, physics, chemistry, biology or biotechnology combined together, they should get at least 50% marks. For PWD, it is 45%. For SC, ST and backward classes, it is 40%. Next, we'll go to the MBBS seat matrix for Sikkim Manipal Institute of Medical Sciences. So as you can see, the first two, the Sikkim free ship quota and Sikkim full fee quota, right? So these 2 quotas, they come under the Sikkim government quota and these seats are allotted through the Sikkim government itself. So there are about 80 seats in total, 50 for free ship quota and 30 for full fee quota. So the remaining seats, which are 70 in number, these seats are split as general seats which has a all India basis, and then there is Northeast quota, defense quota and also there is a management quota. And all these seats come up to 70. So including the Sikkim quota and the seats that are allotted by the Sikkim Manipal Institute of Medical Sciences, the total seats is 150. Next, like I said earlier, there is a Sikkim quota and this is divided into Sikkim free ship quota and Sikkim full fee quota. And let's look at who will be eligible for these seats. So only Sikkim candidates are eligible to apply for these seats. And this comes under the Sikkim government quota counselling, and the registration for Sikkim government quota counselling happens at a later stage and it will happen only after the NEET results are published. This is the counselling website for Sikkim government quota. It is sikkimhrdd.org. Okay, so all the counselling related notifications and the schedule and other information will be published on these websites. So please keep a note of this website. So next, since the Sikkim government quota seats are covered, next we look at the seats that are allotted through Sikkim Manipal University. The first category under that is the general category. So this category comes under all India basis. So candidates who are citizens of India are eligible for this category, and basic eligibility criteria will apply for this category. Next is the Northeast category. Permanent residents of Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Mizoram, Tripura, Meghalaya, Manipur and also Sikkim are eligible to apply. Second criteria is candidates should get a domicile or permanent residence certificate from their respective states, and this should be taken from the appropriate authority. So depending on your state, a specific authority will be issuing these domicile or permanent residence certificate. So please go to this specific authority and get this certificate. Next is the defense category. So in defense category, there are 3 preferences mentioned. So we'll go through as one by one. First is preference 1. So what is preference 1? So preference 1 is wards of defense personnel. So that means children of defense personnel officially listed as part of Indian Armed Forces stationed in Sikkim. Okay, so it is wards of defense personnel, but they should also be officially listed as part of the Indian Armed Forces stationed in Sikkim. Okay, and there is also a date mentioned here as of January 1, 2024. Okay, so as on January 1, 2024, the candidate's parent or guardian should be officially listed in the Indian Armed Force stationed in Sikkim. So let's look at what documents are required. First document is certificate from commandant or commanding officer or adjutant of their respective unit, and it also should be countersigned by the formation headquarter. Second document is copy of posting order to Sikkim. Third document is copy of the joining report acknowledged by the appropriate authority. Let's look at preference 2 now. So preference 2 is wards of ex-servicemen of Indian Armed Forces residing in Sikkim. Okay, so this is children of ex-servicemen. So candidate whose parents or guardians have, they have been part of the Indian Armed Forces and they are currently residing in Sikkim. They are eligible under the preference 2. So what documents are required under this is a retirement book of the ex-serviceman. So retirement book of the ex-serviceman is a document that is required and with the recorded address as Sikkim. So in the retirement book of the ex-serviceman, the recorded address should be marked as Sikkim. Only then the candidate will be eligible for preference 2. So let's look at the preference 3. So preference 3 is ward of other uniformed paramilitary service officers posted in Sikkim as of date January 1, 2024. Okay, let's look at the documents that are required. So the first document is certificate from commandant or commanding officer or adjutant of their respective units and countersigned by the formation headquarter. Second document is copy of the posting order to Sikkim. Third document is copy of the joining report acknowledged by the appropriate authority. And one more point to be noted is candidate will be based only on the preference order. So preference 1 comes first, preference 2 comes second, and followed by preference 3. Next we look at the management category. So any candidate who is a citizen of India is eligible under management category. NRI candidates can also apply for this category. There is information given about the category opting in Sikkim Manipal Institute of Medical Sciences. Let's look at it. Candidates must exercise option for as many categories as they desire as per their respective eligibility for each category. So if you're a candidate who is eligible for more than one category, then you can apply for more than one category in this counseling. And if a candidate decides to switch categories after admission, so if you're a candidate who selects multiple categories and you're allotted under one category and you take admission, and on a later stage or in the future, if you want to change that category and you want to take admission in a different category, then the withdrawal rules of Sikkim Manipal Institute of Medical Sciences, the counseling which they conduct will be applied. Okay. So when you are resigning a seat and going to a different category, please make sure that you are aware of the withdrawal rules. Third point is no modification of the application will be permitted after the last date of submission. So last date of submission will be informed. Okay. So after that, no modification in the application will be permitted. Next we look at how the counseling happens. So the counseling website is smims.smu.edu.in/application. Okay, so the application website is different from what they have given in the prospectus. So please make a note of this counseling website, and let's look at the steps to be followed in the counseling process. So first step is candidate is informed about the choice filling and provided a link for it. So before the start of a first round, a notice will be published in the SMU University website. So you can take a look at the SMU University website, keep checking it. Notice will be published, and this notice will be regarding the choice filling for round 1, and a link will also be provided for it, so candidates should fill the choices. Second step is, after the choice filling deadline, the counseling committee scrutinizes all the submitted forms for eligibility and ranking. So after the choice filling, the counseling committee will look at all the submitted forms for eligibility. So which candidates are eligible to which quota, and your documents will already be uploaded. So the counseling authority will look at the eligibility, and they will also look at the ranking. Depending on that, the seats will be allotted. Seats is allotted according to the NEET All India rank. This is all done by the NEET merit rank. Candidates are informed accordingly, and the result is published in the official website. So in the Sikkim Manipal University website, the allotment is published for the candidates, and after that a deadline is provided for physical reporting and payment of fees. So allotment choice filling is done, then allotment is published. After that, another notice will be published for providing a deadline for the reporting process and also the payment of fee. So during the reporting process, the documents will be verified and the allotment will happen. So next we look at there is a concept called wait list in Sikkim Manipal Institute of Medical Sciences. So let's look at what it is. So candidates will be waitlisted as per their rank order in the counseling. So during the counseling process, a candidate has an option to choose to be opted in the wait list. So according to the rank order, a wait list will be created by the counseling authority, and candidates who have not been allotted in the particular quota, then those candidates will come under the waiting list. So the concept of the waiting list is so that in case the candidates from the originally allotted list, if they resign or they become ineligible for admission, so those candidates will be removed from the list, and candidates from the waiting list will be moved to the final allotment list. So candidates who opt to be waitlisted need not pay any fee. So if you come under the waiting list, you need not pay any fee until you receive communication from the institute. Okay, so you would be allotted in the institute, then the institute will communicate to you saying that you are allotted as a consequence of an earlier candidate who was originally in the allotment list. If they are withdrawing or if their admission is cancelled, then the candidate from the waiting list will move to the final allotment list. So this is the concept of wait list. So during the allotment, a wait list will also be published with the allotment. Next, let's look at the documents that are required for the MBBS course. So all the documents that are mentioned here should be taken to the document verification stage. Original documents has to be taken, and along with this, 4 sets of self-attested copy should also be taken. So take 4 sets of copy, and all those 4 sets of copy for each document, you will have to sign this document. Okay. So the first one is NEET scorecard, second is NEET admit card, and I've mentioned original where all the original document has to be taken. The third one is 10th mark sheet, then fourth one is 10th pass certificate. This will be TC for transfer certificate for certain certain states, and 12th mark sheet, 12th pass certificate, and 7th one is birth certificate. Original has to be taken for document verification, and the 8th is migration certificate from previous university or board. Original document has to be taken. 9th is conduct and character certificate on the school or college letterpad. 10th is transfer certificate or school leaving certificate issued by the school or college. 11th is caste certificate, if any. If you are a candidate who belongs to a reservation category, then a caste certificate needs to be taken. AIU equivalent certificate for candidates passed from schools of foreign board. So if you are a candidate, if you studied in a foreign board school, then you need to get a AIU equivalent certificate. Gap certificate, if a candidate has passed the 12th standard 1 or more years before the year of admission. Domicile certificate for various reserved categories. So earlier we talked about Northeast category. So if you're a candidate who is from one of the Northeast states, then you have to provide the domicile certificate also. documents as required for admission in defense and northeast categories. Fourth, the 16th one is 4 recent and identical passport size photograph. Okay, the 4 photographs copies should be taken. Then Aadhaar card of the candidate original for verification, PAN card of the payee. So whoever is making the payment, so if the payment is going from the parent, then the PAN card of the parent should be taken for verification. So these are the complete list of documents that are required for Sikkim Manipal Institute of Medical Sciences. Now let's look at the fee structure for MBBS course. Okay, so there are 4 different categories. One is the general category, the second is the Sikkim free ship quota, third is Sikkim full fee quota, the fourth one is the management quota. Okay, so there are 2 types of fees that are mentioned here. One is the caution deposit and other is the registration fee. So the caution deposit is a refundable amount. It is 25,000 and this is the same for all 4 categories. And for registration fee, it is a one-time fee. It's not refundable and it is 10,000 rupees and it is also the same. So these 2 fees are the same for all 4 categories. And next we look at the yearly course fees. So for general category, if you are paying as lump sum, the amount is 18,70,000. And if you are paying in installment, there are 2 installments. Each installment will be 9,72,500. And please note that for Sikkim free ship quota, there are no fees to be paid for the course. So the fee is 0. And for Sikkim full fee quota, the same fees as the general category will apply. So which is 18,70,000. If you are paying in installment, it is 9,72,500. And for management quota, it's a fees on a higher level. The lump sum amount is 35,20,000 and if you are paying in installment, there are 2 installments to be paid. So one installment will be 18,30,500 and the second installment is also the same. So this is the fee structure for MBBS course at Sikkim Manipal Institute of Medical Sciences. So this completes our Sikkim Manipal Institute of Medical Sciences video. If you have any queries regarding this, please drop a comment below. We will also be doing a separate video on the registration process. So please stay tuned for this video. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channels and all our other social media channels. Okay, thank you and we'll see you in our future videos.